Hello and welcome to Fine Arts Channel. I recently stripped some electrical wire for the wire, and I got a lot of wire. So I thought, what better to make than a wire bonsai tree? If you haven't seen one of these bonsai trees, they're very, very cool, and it doesn't take a lot of effort to make them. The first step is rolling all of your wire out into a nice big circle like this. And then we're going to use some of these cutters to cut it in half. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us a lot of tiny strips that we can then bundle together to make our tree. Now, I did have a lot of smaller coils of wire, which I then bundled into one long continuous wire. So there will be a lot of these type of wires in here, like this, with the twist. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those and then come back. As you can see now, I've eliminated all of the bad wire strips, and now we only have some nice straight wire strips. Before we get to this, I want to specify our tools. You will need some of these cutters, and if you don't have these, they are easily replaceable with regular scissors. You will definitely need some needle nose pliers like this to make the leaves. And something like this is probably recommended because it'll help with twisting it. I'm also going to be using this rock as the base for the tree. And that is all you need for this build. Getting back to the wire, this bundle is about as thick as we want our trunk to be. And so we need to twist it so that we start to create our trunk. This section will probably be about where the root line starts, and so you just want to start twisting it there. Now I've got my pliers, and I can just twist it real nice, just like that. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is, we are making a bonsai tree, so we need to make sure that it looks nice. So as we go up the length of the tree, we're going to start to separate some branches, and you generally want to have the thicker branches at the base of the tree. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then come back and talk about how to make leaves. Leaf making is a tedious process, and for a tree this large, it can take quite a bit of time. This is what the leaves will look like on each branch. I'm going to demonstrate to you the proper leaf making technique on this scrap piece of wire. So the first step is to grip it with your pliers and then twist the wire around like that. Then release and go on to the next bit of wire like that. And then, once again, you're going to wrap it all the way around. And, again, onto the next bit of wire, wrap it all the way around. And now you've got yourself a little bunch of leaves, just like that. Now you keep going all the way until this entire length of wire is completed. And on the tree, that would be about until you've got that much left. That's about 1/2 inch or 2 centimeters. So I'm going to have to do that for the entire tree. And once it's been completed, we can shake the branches, and then it'll really start to look like a bonsai. as of now, the leaves are finished. As you can see, each branch has been wound up like I showed you. And I also shaped the branches. As you can see, some of them kind of curl. This one goes down a little bit. And I also curved the trunk here so we could compress the tree a little bit. Whenever you're making a bonsai tree, you probably don't want it to be too tall. Now we're going to start on the roots. The roots are made the same way as the branches, it's just by twisting them. And so you're going to want to separate them into 3 or 4 wires each, and then twist each of those up. So I am going to do that, and then we're going to come back and put it on a rock. Let's get started. The roots of this tree are now complete. There are a few things I wanted to point out here. On the bigger roots, I split them off here and there so that it would look more natural. And also, you don't want a central taproot. You want them all to splay out like this if you're putting it on a rock. And that is just what we're going to do now. This rock looked a little bit too big, and it would be quite difficult to get all of the root mass to stay there, especially since it's such a smooth rock. So I got a smaller one. We're going to put this in now, and it might take a little bit to be able to wrap the roots around, but I think I got. The tree is now finished, and I think it turned out pretty good. I had to add some hot glue on the bottom because it was always tipping over. But other than that, I think it turned out pretty good. This video took me a while to make, so I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and also like this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.